Let's come to the point. Now, since your Quran tells me, Ahl al-Injil, to judge my Bible, stop the
Yeah.
tap dance. Tell me corrupt. Now, let's go to the Bible and have the discussion on Jesus being God. Can we get back to that point now?
Yeah, we can go back to that. But
Now, before
can
we
I say
do that,
something?
okay, I'll let you say something. But before you do that, in 7:157, it says there's a prophecy of your Ummi prophet in the gospel that was with them. You said that gospel is Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Where's that
Yeah.
prophecy in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John?
I don't want us to be running in different topics,
No, it's
but
okay
that
because we come back to Jesus being God. That's why I'm proving
yeah,
Jesus is God.
because I would love to hear if any Christian can tell me Jesus is God.
Yeah,
And
very easy. Can I show you?
yeah,
Show
you
you,
can
right?
show me.
Surah
Yeah.
Al-Hajj. Read for me. I'm going to show you, but read Surah Al-Hajj. I'm going to go to the Bible, but I want you to now tell me something about your God because I'm going to show you Jesus claimed to be your God. In Surah Al-Hajj 22, 6, and 7, what does Allah do? And now,
Just a
Chris,
moment.
as he does that, get your Gospel of John ready. John chapter 5.
Okay.
Surah
And
Al-Hajj.
after that I'll respond.
Read for me Surah Al-Hajj 22, 6, and 7.
Yeah.
Read it for me.
I'm saying, do you want the Arabic? I should recite the Arabic or
You
the
can read it
English?
slowly, Arabic. It's okay. You can read English. That's fine. But I want to ask you, but because you said Salafi, I heard you. So you believe in
Yeah.
Tawheed wal Asma wa Sifat. You believe,
Yeah,
just so people
definitely.
know what you
Yeah,
let me tell the
definitely.
non-Muslims what you believe. Brother, astaghfirullah, to be patient. Let me make my point so they can know what you believe. You believe in Tawheed al-Asma wa Sifat. Okay, now read 22, 6, and 7 in English.
Every time they want to get out of the hellfire from anguish.
Go to 22, 6, and 7, because I'm going to use the Gospel of John to show Jesus is Muhammad's God. Just read the ayat.
That is because Allah is the true reality, and because He gives life to dead, and because He is over all things competent, and that they may know the hour is coming, no doubt about it, and that Allah will resurrect those in the graves.
Okay, so one of the names of Allah is Al-Haq, which your translation said true reality, which means the truth. Al-Haq.
Yeah.
I want to see how honest you are. If you say Allah's honest, then you're going to be honest. According to Tawheed al-Asma wa Sifat, can anyone call himself Al-Haq, the truth?
In what sense?
Stop playing the game before I now bring you Abu Amina Bilal Phillips, and I'm going to have him then educate. Don't tell me what sense. Al-Haq, the truth, is it one of the 99 names of Allah?
Yeah.
Okay, can you give any of the 99 names of Allah to a creature?
Yeah, some you can give it to them, like
You are a liar. I'm going to show you. Show me in the Quran where anyone other than the Allah is called Al-Haq. Give it to me.
not Al-Haq. You asked me about attribute, any of the names, right?
No, I said the
You want
99
Al-Haq?
names of Allah.
Do you want me to show you where a creation can be named after
And
those
then I'm
names?
going to show you that you're a mushrik like your God. So let me ask you the question again. Al-Haq, see, you're playing games because you're scared.
No, I'm not scared.
99 names of Allah. What is Tawheed al-Asma wa Sifat? Now you define it because you just contradict yourself. Explain to us Tawheed al-Asma wa Sifat. Explain it.
Okay. To believe that Allah has some asma wa sifat names and some sifat.
No, it's more than that. Tawheed. What does that mean? Tawheed al-Asma wa Sifat. Don't play games with me. I know your deen better than you. So explain it.
I don't think you know my deen better than me.
Okay, then explain it.
Okay, I just said to believe Tawheed. We believe in these three category of Tawheed: Rububiyyah, Uluhiyyah, and Asma wa Sifat. Maybe you don't know this. Let me teach you this.
No, maybe you don't know. Tawheed al-Rububiyyah, what does that mean? Is there any other Lord besides Allah?
No.
Can you give ibadah to anyone besides Allah?
No, you can't. To believe in that Allah has Asma, names, and Sifat.
Can you give it to a creature if it's Tawheed al-Asma wa Sifat?
Yeah, some you can give it to them. Some.
Okay,
like
that means you can make some your Rabb too, because Tawheed al-Rububiyyah and others that are Rabb.
No.
Now I'm gonna ask you, show me in your Quran one place where someone other than Allah is called Al-Haq. Go ahead.
No, in the Quran. But you are saying, I said
Can
some.
you quote for me one place where someone other than Allah is called Al-Haq? I'm going to give you 2
There's no
minutes.
such place. There is no such place in the Quran.
Say it again.
There is no such place in the Quran.
A second challenge to see how honest you are, if you're more honest than your God. Can you show me anywhere in your Quran where someone other than Allah will raise the dead out of their graves?
No, there is no such verse.
Say it again.
There is no such verse.
Okay, so only Allah is Al-Haq, the truth, and only Allah will raise them out of their graves at the hour. I'll read for my friend, John 5, 21, 25. So get John 5 ready, because now we're going to show that Jesus claimed to be his God. John 5, 21 and 25. Chris, just to start with.
Yeah, I got you. So John chapter 5, verse 21 says, "For as the Father raises the dead and gives them life, so also the Son gives life to whom he will."
Now read 25.
And 25 states, "Truly, truly, I say to you, an hour is coming and is now here when the dead will hear the voice of the Son of God, and those who hear will live."
Now read 28, 29.
"For an hour is coming when all who are in the tombs will hear his voice and come out, those who have done good to the resurrection of life, and those who have done evil to the resurrection of judgment."
So Chris, just to make sure we heard you clearly, you just quoted Jesus in John 5, 21, John 5, 25, John 5, 20, 29, where Jesus says, just as the Father raises the dead and gives them life, so too the Son gives life to whom he wills. And the hour is coming and is now come when the dead in their graves will hear the voice of the Son of God and come out, right?
Yes, sir.
And then John 14, 6, Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, Al-Haq, and the life. No man comes to the Father except through me. So now, all of Islam, can you show me any prophet who's a Muslim who says, I am the Son of God, and at the hour, I will raise them out of their graves at the hour, and I am the truth? Can you show me any prophet who said that?
You see, you just make me realize that Jesus is God. To say Jesus is God because he resurrected life.
No, that's not what I said. No. Don't twist my argument. I'm not going to let you lie.
I'm not going to twist. What I say is according to you.
I didn't say, listen to my argument. Here's what I said. Can you show me a prophet who at the hour, Yom al-Qiyam, will raise the dead from their graves and who says he's the truth and the life? Because you just said in front of everyone, your Quran says Allah will raise them from their graves at the hour. And I said, does anyone else do that? You said no. Don't twist my argument. Show me a prophet at the Yom al-Qiyamah.
No, nobody can resurrect life without God's permission.
That's not my argument again. All of Islam, you're wasting my time. You're a kid. Let me repeat my argument a third time. You just read chapter 22, verses 6 to 7, where your Quran says Allah is the truth, and at the hour, Allah, meaning Yom al-Qiyamah, Yom al-Din, Allah at that hour will raise the dead from their graves. Jesus said, at the hour, I, the Son of God, will raise them from their graves. I will do it because I'm the truth and the life. Can you now show me a prophet in your Quran who says he's the truth and the life, and he'll be the one to raise the dead from the graves at the hour?
Please repeat your question.
This is the fourth time. Okay, one more time before I lose my voice, because I got to teach. You just read chapter 22, Surah Al-Hajj, 6 and 7. Let me remind you what you read.
Yeah.
You read, it says, Allah is the true reality, Al-Haq, the truth, and he gives life to the dead. And then it says, the hour is coming. Notice, the hour is coming, have no doubt about it, when Allah will raise them from the graves. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I asked you, does anyone else do this besides Allah? You said, no, only Allah. We just read Jesus in John. Let me repeat what Jesus said. The hour is coming, same hour, Yom al-Qiyamah, Yom al-Din, same hour. He says, I, the Son of God, will raise them from the graves by my voice, because he is the truth and the life. So can you show me a prophet that does what the Quran says Allah does at the hour, like Jesus just claimed?
We don't have such in the Quran. Then please allow me to explain.
Okay, is Jesus a good Muslim?
Yeah, he is a Muslim.
So why did Jesus just claim to do what your Quran says Allah will do at that hour?
No, this is what we found John said that Jesus said. We don't
Wait,
have.
you agreed with me. 5:46-47 says,
Yeah,
I can judge by my Bible.
If John copies something which is somehow similar with what is in the Quran.
Oh, John came before the Quran.
No.
Stone Kisser. How could he copy what's in the Quran when the Quran comes later?
Yeah, we don't know, but what I'm saying, if he said something which is similar and
It's not
possible,
similar, it's exact.
if it is exact, but
It is
but
exact.
but this is what John told us. Jesus
so
said.
now you admit, now,
Sure.
I want you to thank yourself. You buried yourself, because now when you question John, you're admitting that what John said, Jesus says, Jesus claimed to be God. Thank you for helping me destroy your deen. Al-Masihu Akbar, because now you have to say the Bible's corrupt. Al-Masihu Akbar. Thank you for burying yourself.